government has announced the approval of 13 contracts for the Ministry of Works, totaling about 679 billion naira to facilitate road rehabilitation and new construction projects across several states in the country. Minister of Works David Umahi announced the approvals after Wednesday's Federal Executive Council meeting presided over by President Bola Tinubu, where he reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to ensuring infrastructure projects align with the 54 trillion naira national budget for 2025. TV360's Okwayemi Owosheni completes the report.
It's the second FEC meeting in a week after the one earlier held on Monday, March 3rd at the State House, Abuja. Shortly before the commencement of the meeting, a minute silence was observed in honor of two former members of council, Edwin Clark and Adenike Oyagbola. Speaking with State House correspondent at the end of the council meeting, the Minister of Works gave a detailed list of approved road contracts cutting across all the geopolitical zones of the country, emphasizing the need to prioritize existing projects.
I think the first one is, rescoping and variation for rehabilitation of Akalare Fukuk Road in Bauchi State. We got approval to review the project and to phase it for completion period of 6 months for phase 1. And the total cost of phase 1 is 11.278 billion.
For the health sector, the sum of 10.3 billion naira has been approved for purchase of healthcare products, including third-line antiretroviral drugs.
The first category was the third-line antiretroviral drugs. A few weeks ago, we approved the first-line antiretroviral drugs. The second and third line for those who are resistant. Nigeria is putting forth resources, almost 997 million naira worth of contract to procure the third line antiretroviral drugs for those who are HIV infected. I believe you will understand the importance of this given the changes in the global health financing and moving towards more of domestic financing to allow Nigerians to continue on treatment that they require.
Meanwhile, the council says it is taking steps to shift its focus from extensive deliberations on procurement contracts to prioritizing policy discussions during its meetings.
FEC thought that it is good to review that so that more time will be given to policy discussions at the Federal Executive Council. In other words, increasing the threshold for ministers and other MDS to execute contracts or procurements at their ministerial or MDA departmental levels, agencies level. So the idea is that it's not yet conclusive what the final decisions are, but there is a very fruitful debate led by the Chairman of Council, Mr. President himself, to review that so that we can have more time for policy discussions at the Federal Executive Council meetings.
The government also granted approval for the Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University Teaching Hospital in Bauchi to procure a mobile X-ray machine and also the rehabilitation and equipping of a computerized CT scan, a 64-slide CT scan at the cost of 2.1 billion naira. The equipment is expected to strengthen the diagnostic services and the clinical care Nigerians will receive in that hospital. Okwayemi Owosheni, TV360 News, Lagos.